fair enough. What do I know?
He's not even really from Canada.
Oh
Is
no!
anybody?
I don't
No,
really think
edit it.
anybody is. I think people like want to say that they are to like, stand out from the crowd, but
Why would you want to say you're from Canada? That's where they keep the
They made
French.
it
I don't know,
up to
you
El
keep doing
Hockey.
it. I don't know. You tell me.
That's who
Also,
I
we're
am
live.
Canadian. Oh,
Hello,
okay.
gamers. Welcome to the
Oh,
pre-show
no.
memes, where we expose Shadow for pretending to be Canadian.
I think that's gonna break TOS.
Pretending to be Canadian?
Why?
That's probably.
No, exposing Shadow.
That was
Yeah.
the joke. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. And I'm
That's
gonna
right,
hit
Chef.
ping.
I can't be canceled. I'm cancel proof.
I don't think that's how that works.
I mean, it is while he's on your channel.
I don't think that's how that works.
I can't be canceled by chat specifically.
That's true. You'll just get canceled instead.
I don't think that's how that works. But what do I know about anything? Don't answer that.
Nothing.
I just said don't answer
Not
that.
much.
The words "don't answer that" came immediately afterwards, and you still answered it.
Yeah, but you don't know about that, so it's
you're
fine.
just okay. Listen. Also, this was the best I could do with the thumbnail for this week, and every week for Kagerou Daze. Don't blame me. Blame the people who came up with the covers for this. Okay? Can't do anything about that.
You just have to manually alter the color of their shirt each time.
Yeah, I'll get on that.
Good.
Why is it trying to get me to turn on subscriber drops for Duolingo on my fucking channel? What is this? Get rewards by purchasing or gifting subscriptions to Wolfborg's channel while they're live in any category. And I guess you get Duolingo drops? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Duolingo's not doing so hot since they went down the whole, hey, we're going to make all our lessons AI.
Yeah. They do that, and then they also still just, like, every 5 minutes say, hey, you're doing really cool in this lesson. Why don't you fucking subscribe or we break into your house and take out your kneecaps? What if you do that? They did that a couple times from the brief time I tried recently to use it again.
I use Duolingo since like.
They make you redo the lessons like 30
grade.
times, even though you already got the word ages ago, but they still make you redo it 30 times because they know, oh, after a certain point, we won't let you continue for the day unless you buy our fucking subscription. So anyways, we're not endorsed by Duolingo, and I don't want to be endorsed by Duolingo, alright? If you get a fucking drop from them from my channel, I'm sorry.
We don't appreciate owls in this chat.
We are anti-sponsored by them, okay? Alright, let's do a quick check of who is and isn't going to be here. So I know Andy's not going to make it. I believe Ari's going to make it. Chino said might not be able to make it this time, I think, for this series.
Was it series or was it for this specific one?
I think Iron said this series.
I was talking about Chino, and I think, okay, here it is. He probably won't make it to many of the Kagerou Daze book clubs due to Spooktober judging and other stuff. I will be in Japan. Oh, yeah, because Chino's going on a Japan trip, too. Iron, I think, is probably just going to be busy. I think she had messaged somewhere saying she was going to be busy. Yeah, unfortunately, probably won't be joining for Kagerou Daze. Schedule is going to be tight. I want to prioritize some other media. Looking forward to future series, though. Okay, so Iron backing out for this one. Shino probably won't be around for this one as well. I don't know if Baguetti is joining in. I didn't see any messages from Baguetti. All right, so we're pretty much at least waiting on Ari, because Ari I know has been talking about it in the chats, which
Yeah,
should
it's already
imply that
been in
she's
the
read it.
oven. Well,
It
we
should
saw I've
imply
been
it.
during as a manga dio, so you know, answers being should.
Okay. Did you guys listen to the songs as you read the manga? Did you listen to the music?
I rewatched the music videos, yeah.
There's music.
Music is for chumps.
There's music. Music
will
was
fist
originally what
fight
this
you.
was.
All right, let's do it. Let's throw hands. I'm down.
Fucking go.
This is where Shadow finds out when we go to watch the related media for this, we have to watch all the music videos along with the anime.
God help us all.
Do it, you fucking coward.
You'll be on
I
the quiz.
think I'm joking. And there's 13 volumes. That means a quiz is on the table here. All right, a quiz is on the table.
Oh God, I gotta learn the music too.
Actually,
Yeah, it's
learn
gonna
these
be-
characters' names.
Yeah, we're gonna play anime music quiz. Okay, you're never gonna know what anime these songs are from. You're never gonna know.
Oh, I'm screwed, Chef. What do I do? Certified failed
Suffer.
by AMQ.
I already got one of the character names wrong in my notes.
That's gonna be on the quiz. That's definitely gonna be on the quiz.
Let me just add Spaghetti in case Spaghetti is joining, because I don't know for sure.
But the real question is, when are we doing seasonals?
Welcome. Seasonals, did they start officially yet? They're supposed to be starting, right? Okay, and
It
probably
started
next
like
week.
Wednesday or something.
Probably next week then.
Oh,
I know I watched a seasonal today, which is
Yeah?
rare for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
which
was
one?
it good?
It was designed in a lab to hook me specifically.
Oh. Okay. Interesting. Is this a
That
good or
doesn't
a
mean
bad
it's
thing,
good.
though? Oh,
It's just
okay.
for
All right,
me.
well, oh, okay. All right.
What can I say?
I should have known that was coming. Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say,
I don't
like,
know if it's good
is
or
it
bad.
good, or-
Things being good. Come on.
And we were first ever to watch the original version of the anime's Ayano thing. Listen, I know about that, okay? I know about that meme, all right? Don't worry. I've been exposed to that one before.
Chef's been exposed.
Spoilers.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Don't worry. You say spoilers as if you didn't name yourself after it.
well,
I mean, yeah, you got me there.
I mean, it can also be referenced to the movie.
I don't
No.
think that's what's a reference to, no.
No, it could.
I don't think.
Yeah.
By the
because
way,
that is spelled correctly.
as I've pointed out to you, Shadow, not only is everybody going to assume from your name that you're referencing Evangelion because you use EVA, second of all, as a character that's not even a part of the series we're reading at all. Any way, shape, or form.
And
a
By
lot
the
of
way.
layers here.
So there's a
No,
lot of
she's
layers.
in this. She shows up in this.
Ava Triss shows up in this? Oh, okay.
yeah, it's October. Come on. A little bit of doing that command.
Yeah, come on, trust.
Oh,
Without
alright.
love,
Yeah,
it
I
can't
mean,
be
look, 2
seen.
more days.
Without love,
2
it can't
more
be seen,
days.
right? True, true.
Exactly.
Literally,
Listen,
Saturday and
listen.
Sunday.
Would I lie to you?
The Umitober prompt is what? Rose today? So,
Yeah.
you know. She got a rose in the hat, right? So there's that.
Yeah, we got a little hat.
To draw today.
So did you make that avatar, or did someone else make it for you, Shadow?
I use the power of shitposting.
Base,
Wait, I
base.
just noticed it.
You just noticed
You
the tiny
didn't.
little head.
No, because I just sat down on my computer.
Oh, now
Okay,
you
that
know.
is a really
And knowing
good-
is half the battle.
Yeah, I'll post a close up.
Are we fighting?
He's from the fighting game now, so basically.
That's true.
Yeah, that fun like command grab. It's real fun.
Like I don't even know if Shadow gave a shit about Avatris at all until the fighting game, so
Nope. But then when I did, oh, hold on, this character makes perfect sense now. Hold on, this all makes sense.
yeah, I mean, hey, whatever
Oh,
works.
yeah, it's all coming together.
It's all coming together now. All right, we are 5 minutes past start time. I think we're all set to go. I try and ping Spaghetti to ask if Spaghetti was going to join. I didn't hear back, so if Spaghetti joins later, they're more than welcome. Let's get started, gamers. Where's my pre-show button? There we go. Welcome, everybody, to another exciting episode of the Anime Book Club here on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick all at the same time. Starting a new series tonight, we're going to be discussing the manga adaptation of Kagerou Daze. But before we get into that, let's introduce our guest that we have here for this week, starting in alphabetical order, as I see on Discord. Anne's Theory of Happiness. Introduce yourself.
Oh no, that's me. Hi.
That's you.
I'm Marianne or Anne, whichever you prefer. My recommendation this week is gonna be
You
Just
had
learn
one
an
a second
instrument.
ago.
no,
No.
no, that's for me. Don't watch that.
Yeah. That's for me. That's not for anybody else.
Just learn an instrument. It's good for you.
Okay. Any particular instrument you recommend learning?
The hurdy-gurdy.
I've probably had the most fun playing guitar, but you know, up to you.
All right. Become Bochi the Rock. I understand.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for that. And next up, we have Arimia Yuri. Introduce yourself.
Hi. I guess I will always be Arimia Yuri. Well, you, as always, you forget to call me by my true name, Arimia Yuri.
Oh, true. Yeah,
Like
sorry.
it says on Discord.
Sorry.
No. The correct answer is Arimia open bracket, Yuri close bracket.
Heart emoji,
always a
Yuri.
stickler. Yeah, I'm Arimia. I like shonen shit. This week, I read the ABC Murders by Christie. It was pretty good. Yeah, it was good.
Do I have to know the alphabet to read it?
Yes.
Yes.
That's a problem.
I knew who the culprit was on the
I was gonna say I knew what the letters were.
that they were introduced. The first sentence, I was like,
Oh
that
my god.
is a description of a killer.
That's how I felt watching Erased the very first time I saw the character.
With her knowledge of the alphabet, this level of deduction is possible.
True.
This level of anyway. Yeah, that's my pitch. Spaghetti's not here, so I know she would want me for her recommendation to recommend D Gray Man because I got her hooked on it. So that's my recommendation and her recommendation, which was my recommendation to her.
Okay.
So you got two recommendations this time, huh?
All right.
This
Well,
level
I
of
guess
recommendations is fun.
I guess we'll accept that. I guess we'll accept
We'll
it.
allow it for now.
We'll
Also,
allow.
I mean,
We'll
it's on sale
allow.
on Steam.
That's true. It is on sale now. You can go get it right now. You can
Oh,
just go
shit, I
read it.
changed my mind. Ignore that shit. Buy Umineko.
Yeah, buy Mineko.
All right. Well, thank you
Buy
so
other
much for
visual
that.
novels while you're at it.
That's true.
True.
That's true. If you're listening to this though, you're late for the Steam Festival though, right? The Steam Festival just ended
Yeah,
the other day.
what was it called? What was it called, chap?
Fallen
Huh?
Love
What was my
Fest?
Steam festival that was on the front page of Steam called, huh?
The
I
Fallen Love
purchased from
Festival.
it. What the fuck? I purchased from it. I bought.
But what
Okay,
was it
listen.
called?
It was like Fall in Love Fest, right? See, there's silence. There's silence. Okay, there you go. Okay. Why are we trying to test me here? I'm trying to shout out the fest that you just had and congratulate you for having it happen. And you're out here saying, yeah, you piece of shit. Okay, name all the VNs that are on it. That's what you're doing to me. That's what you're doing to me right now.
Name every
Okay.
200. You could. Just
I'll have
name
you know.
VNs and I'd be like, yeah, that was in it.
I'll have you know,
Yeah.
I bought every single VN that was on there that was
Higabashi
tagged
was in it.
sci-fi. Okay, I bought every VN that was tagged sci-fi. There was a whopping
there
3
was,
of them.
like-
There was 3.
There was, like, 10.
Well, so I bought all of those, and I bought a bunch of other ones. So I did, in fact, do my part, okay, for visual novels, and you should too.
Wow.
All right. Wow. All right, thank you for that. Next up, Aztec. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Aztec, and I like bad media. I haven't watched much lately. Watch Makia when the promised flower blooms. It'll make you cry.
Okay, all right. I've heard similar things, so go check that out if you are interested in that. Next up is me, Ane Borg, aka Wolfborg, aka Chaplain, aka the best anime book club host you've ever heard of all time, ever. That's just a fact. Sorry. That's just how it is. That's how it goes. This week, I would probably... Okay, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this. I didn't do that during your intro. I don't want to hear it during mine. All right? It's very rude. Okay? Very rude. I would recommend something. I know it's going to be very, very, very shocking when I recommend it. I'm definitely not trying to find something to recommend right now off the top of my
say Minako, we're good.
any list.
Sorry,
Well,
game you
clearly
happen
you
to
read all
have
the
played on
VNs.
stream lately.
I feel like I did
Yeah,
already
recommend
shout out.
something that was
Didn't
in
I
the
already
Fall
shout
in
out
Love
Silent Hill
Festival.
F before? Didn't I already shout it out before? Or was that...
No. It
I've
had
not
no,
had
'cause
book club since
Oh,
then.
oh, that's right. We'd had... Okay, you should play Silent Hill F. Silent Hill Furudo, both of them. Okay, you should...
That game is so
Silent Hill
fucking
Feminism,
good.
yes. Yeah, you should go play it. It's very good. I'm on New Game Plus right now. All right, if you've been watching the streams, you've been seeing this all happen. It's a great time. Go check it out. And then while you're at it, go get Umineko. Because why not? You know, just it's there. It's there. It's on
Totally
sale.
unrelated.
Yeah, it's completely unrelated. You know. Anyways, that's for me. Next up, Ava Shadowman V4. Not to be confused with Evangelion Shadowman V4. No, this is Avatris Shadowman V4. Introduce yourself.
I am sure the thing I recommend this time is Golden Fantasia. It's a funny game with funny command
That's true.
grabs.
It's true. It does have that. We did play it once.
Not all
on
of
the
them are
stream.
very good though.
Oh, wow. All right.
Ava has 3, one of them is usable.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you so much for that. Next up, Turndo. Introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. I'm Turndo, and I like to read.
And that's all you need to be here. Thank you so much, everybody. Once again, starting another new series. This is episode 97, by the way. We're approaching 100 episodes of us doing this, okay? We're going to reach 100 episodes while talking about Kagerou Daze. So that's going to be interesting. We had always wondered what episode it was going to be on, and it's going to be on this series. So now, let's begin talking a little bit of background about what the hell Kagerou Daze is, because there is a little bit of background stuff we got to go on here. This goes by quite a few different names, but it's a Japanese mixed media project from I want to say it started in 2012 with light novels and the music. I think
Technically, it would have been the music first, and I think it would have been in 2011, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so it would be the music in 2011, then the light novels in like 2012, and then I think the manga started shortly after or something like that. There's a bunch of different names it goes under. The main one being Kagerou Project, or shortened to Kage Pro. Here, the manga adaptation is called Kagerou Daze, which I think it's also very popularly known as, but it also goes under the names of Heat-haze Daze, Mikaku City Days, or Actors, I think is what the anime is called. We got a lot of different names you can go with for it, and all of them are apparently correct. So, you know, I guess the main difference that I noticed was Kagerou, or Mikaku City Actors, is specifically referring to the anime. I don't know if that specifically refers to anything else, but
No,
things
that's
like
correct. That is specifically the anime.
Yeah. So we got a lot of names going on there, but if you call it Kage Pro or Kagerou Daze or whatever, we'll know what you're talking about. Okay, we'll know. And so I know I did a big write up in one of the, I think the newsletter one. So what do we have here for this? So it was originally created by Jin, aka, I'm gonna try to pronounce this right, Shizen no Tekipi. I guess that's their producer name. Is that what that is supposed to be? I don't know what that's supposed to be. Like,
that's correct.
Okay. All right, so that's their producer name, aka Jin. This was originally a set of Vocaloid songs from 2011 that blew up online, specifically after their one of their songs called Kagerou Daze, and then eventually developed into music albums, light novels, manga, and an anime series by Studio Shaft, and then a whole bunch of other things. And so the manga that we're reading is published by Yen Press in English and has a total of 13 volumes. Now that's an odd number. And for those of you veterans of the book club who haven't, been around for the past odd numbered series that we've had, that means we have some kind of event that's going to happen alongside us talking about the final volume. And usually that means it might be a quiz. It could be a quiz. So I'm just,
could be.
It could be. I could decide something else. It could be whatever the fuck I want. It's my goddamn show, all right? That's why.
You're saying there's going to be an anime music quiz?
It could be. It could be. All right. you have to listen to the album as you read. I mean, several of the chapters are just named after music tracks, I believe, too. So
every single one is named after a music track.
So there you go. That means you're supposed to be listening to those. Okay. You have background music to go with your homework. Okay. So there you go. Enjoy that.
Homework.
So yeah, Jin specifically was a musician, novelist, screenwriter. It's contributed to a bunch of other works outside of Kagerou Project. The ones that I noticed was they were the original story writer for an anime called Listeners, and then also did the scripting for another anime that we saw recently called Kami Erabi God App, which I think was also being made by Yoko Taro.
It was also a Yoko Taro project.
Yes, yep. So I did not expect Jin was involved with those. I guess it makes sense for listeners. I did not expect Kami Erabi to be on there, but apparently he is. And the manga went from June 2012 to February 2019 with art adapted by Mahiro Satou, which this person, I couldn't really find a lot of info about them. Outside of manga, they don't really, or outside of this series, they don't really have a lot of other works to their name that I could find them credited to on AniList. It looked like they started, their last finished work was like a Death Game adaptation from 2021, and their current series is another multimedia Vocaloid project. So I guess they got used to it from this, and they're just going back to it now. Hey, if it works, So there's not too much of the background of the other bits of the media that I really know to share myself personally, other than I know that the music videos became really, really, really popular, and this is why this has become such a huge thing and is still a huge, well-known thing today. And so my prior experience with the franchise was experiencing the anime back when I was in college. Actually, my college had a anime club at the time, which I went to meetings for, and one of the ones that we watched in one of our meetings was a couple episodes of Mikaku City Actors, and then I ended up watching the whole anime on my own, and I thought it was pretty cool, but it has been many years, so I don't remember fuck all about what happens other than that Eine existed. So that's pretty much,
unfortunately, a very bad entry point.
That's what I've heard later, but I've also heard mixed things from some people recently when I told them I was going to be reading the manga version as well. It seems most people seem to think you should check out the music videos especially. They seem to be like the heart and most valuable, but I've also heard good things about the light novels. So, yeah.
My understanding is that you generally want to do the music videos first, and then I've seen it be check out the manga and then the light novels. People may very well disagree with me on that. and then the anime serves as kind of a conclusion of sorts to
Okay.
the project as a whole. Pseudo conclusion. There's a whole fucking other thing that the real quick version of it is that Gene has been working on a follow-up project called Kagerou Daze number 9 in a days. And that has been stuck in copyright hell for the last decade.
Oh my god. Wow. That
And
sounds
it's something
exciting.
like he got screwed over by like the people by the label that he signed with.
Oh.
And there's apparently a bunch more like Kagerou project stuff that exists that he just has not legally been allowed to release.
Yeah, I did see a quote from him at some point when I was looking at background info where he was quoted as saying, I want Kagerou Project to continue going forever with new stuff for it. And then, unfortunately, there's been a lot of issues preventing some of that from happening in the later years, is what it sounded like. So,
yep.
That's just how it goes sometimes, I guess. I don't know how complicated the world of mixed media projects can be, but I can imagine copyright might be a bitch for some of them, depending on how it's handled. So I don't know. I mean, Vocaloid stuff in general kind of confuses me with how the copyright stuff for some of that works, but I mean, in general, they seem like they get things done. So I don't know. But I have heard the music videos before. I do listen to some of the songs in my big Spotify playlist of liked songs, so it does come up on my rotation on occasion, but I haven't actually sat down and looked at the lyrics in many years. So but I just listen to them and I enjoy them. I think they're neat. I think they're nice. So that's my experience with Kagerou Project, Kagerou Daze in the past. Does anybody else here have an experience that they want to share with it?
Yeah, I actually watched a lot of well, okay. I did not watch most of the original ones. I did watch some of the original music videos, but I first heard about it when it was coming out because of covers. Specifically like Mafu Mafu and Soraru's covers of the series, because they did covers for like all of the popular songs from it. Those are my favorites. But I never really engaged with it further than that. I just knew of it from the music videos and from the covers, and then just a sort of periphery knowledge of it at the time, and knowing like just hearing things like Ine is not Miku, things like that. So that was the extent that I knew of it. So.
I mean, she kind of is. It's fine.
I'm like,
quite
okay, this is
midway
Miku,
through
but
the club,
this is
but
like
very
Miku,
close.
but slightly changed and a little more blue. And
It's 100% just Gremlin Miku.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was one of those things where it's like, so Black Rock Shooter is kind of similar in the sense of like it has basis, like it was created with the help of Vocaloid stuff, but it is not a Vocaloid project.
Right.
So like I forget the specifics for Black Rock Shooter, but I think it was just that the opening for it was done with Miku. But
That's
like
true.
aside from that, it doesn't really have anything. Maybe I don't remember, but it's similar to that, where it's like this is not Vocaloid, but it was made with the help of or knowledge of Vocaloid stuff. You know.
Right. Yeah.
This kind of tangentially exists because of Vocaloid, but is not a Vocaloid project.
What we're trying to say is it all comes back to Vocaloids, yeah. It all comes back to Miku.
Yes.
Well, I don't know if there was there Vocaloid in New Mineko? I don't know.
Not yet.
Okay, alright.
Not yet. But there was Toho.
There was Toho, okay, alright.
And Toho
Everything is either
goes back to
Vocaloid
Nico
or
Nico Doga.
Toho.
That's true. And that's where these songs blew up in Japan, right? So.
Uh-huh. Yep. Nico Nico Doga. So everything comes back to Nico Nico Doga.
That's true. Okay. Anything else about your past experience with this you want to share, Ari?
No. I keep my
Okay.
secrets. No, I'm kidding. I don't know.
Keep your secrets.
Keep her secrets.
Does anybody else have any past experience with this series that they want to share before we dive right into the manga? All right, well then.
I feel like you can probably put together that I'm the person who recommended this and will be extremely annoying about it the whole time. So that'll be fun.
So how did you get into it originally?
I got into it originally through Jubiphonics covers. Back when she was doing it, because she did a really good amount of the songs that were initially released. I don't think she's done all of them, but
okay.
And just listen to those like on loop obsessively in high school.
Yeah, makes sense. It makes sense. Again,
Eventually ended up making the leap towards like watching the music videos and listening to the original and getting further and further into everything.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Like I said, every time it comes up on my Spotify big pool of liked songs that I listen to while I do my work, I'm like, oh shit, it's that stuff I played when I go on Osu sometimes. Oh fuck. I mean, I watched the anime before, and it does have a variation of those songs in it that was changed for the anime specifically. Like, I think the main difference was obviously different people singing it, and I think they had I don't remember if the opening for the anime was actually a part of the original albums or not.
It was not. It was an original song, Daze.
Yes. Okay. Because I remember that song specifically. I played a lot of that when I played Os as well. That's what I think. I think of Os a lot when I think of Os and then the anime adaptation that I watched when I think about this. And also that theory of happiness first attempt. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Don't worry. All right.
Listen. They tried.
Did they? All right. Well, listen. Let's get right into the discussion about the first 2 volumes of the manga adaptation. So, right off the bat with our plot, we have. Okay, I have the names of characters. We have Shintaro Kisaragi, who is our main protagonist boy, who has a little blue Miku computer virus that just ruins his life constantly, called Ene, who I think is also supposed to be making music for him or is helping him make music or something towards the beginning. I couldn't exactly tell what they were trying to say he was doing. He's a shut-in. He's been a shut-in for like 2 years at this point. And he now has to leave his home for a day to buy a new keyboard and mouse or something because Ene has gotten him to spill soda. You know, did a little bit trolling as usual and got him to spill soda all over his keyboard and mouse, and nobody's delivering them today because it's the first day of the 3-day holiday. Was it Obon Festival, Obon Holiday or something? I forget what they called it.
Yeah.
Which I believe the translators now said that it is a like a 3-day holiday for remembrance of those who have passed away, I believe is what it's supposed to be about, unless I was misunderstanding what it was saying. And so nobody's delivering stuff that day, so he's got to go out if he wants to get his stuff. And he's like, I'm not waiting. I gotta get that. If I don't have my computer, I'm fucking dead. So I gotta go out, I guess. I gotta do this. And the one goddamn day he leaves his house, the one goddamn day he does, and you get terrorists that take everybody hostage, all right, in the shopping center he goes to. The one day, all right, I'm just like, man, he can't catch a break. He's got his computer that's like torturing him every single day. Which, by the way, Ane came into his life because he checked his email one day. It was like, oh, what's this weird attachment? And he just clicked it. And then he's like, oh, well, I guess she's just here now.
All right.
And she's controlling all my shit. I have no privacy anymore. Like, there's one moment later on this week where he's like, oh my God, she's on somebody else's phone right now. I finally have privacy. If I walk away from these people, I'm finally gonna be alone for the first time in years. Oh my god.
Free.
He's like, I'm free.
And then it turns out she left for like 5 seconds.
Somebody in the YouTube chat just mentioned, I have no clue who you people are, but you are aware that these manga volumes are part of a greater media project. Yes, we are aware of this. Thank you for pointing out for us, but we are aware of it. We discussed it a little bit before you joined, I think, but we are aware of it, and we talked about that a bit. But we're specifically going to be diving into a lot of the how the manga adaptation went with this, and then for those of us who have experience with that, we're going to be talking about this. And they say it's a project that goes songs, manga, novel, anime. You have to go through all of them to understand. No, we understand. We understand. Thank you so much for bringing that up. So
I'm realizing.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of that.
I'm realizing Anne's name isn't it just supposed to be like EXE?
I assumed that was supposed to be the reference for it, but I think it's also supposed to be shortened for some other name later. I wasn't exactly sure. Because like I said, it's been a while.
Confirm, no deny.
It's been a while,
We
but
shall see.
We'll see with that. So, what else was okay? So yeah, the one day he decides to leave, fucking terrorists take over the mall. All right, terrorists are there.
As they do.
And we then jump from he tries to take some action in the situation to try to like save the people there, but then we jump to an entirely different side of what has happened with this story there, because a lot of other people were having things happen that day too. After our boy does what he does and thinks that he's the one who saved the day all himself. It was not just him who saved the day all himself. It was
all him.
It was actually his sister, okay? His sister, who you're just like, oh, he has a sister. Not only does he have a sister, his sister's like super, super popular, like celebrity status, mega popular. She's a pop idol. Momo Kisaragi is her name, and we find out that this popularity is actually a power that she has, and she ends up joining up with this group of people called the Mikakushidan, who all have some kind of power that's centered around eyes in some way, shape, or form. So like for her, I think they called it drawing eyes, like she draws eyes towards her just naturally. And then we have another character, Kido, who can hide her presence and the presence of those around her. I forget what they called hers, maybe disappearing eyes or something.
Concealing eyes.
Concealing eyes. Okay, concealing eyes. And then we had Mary, who's turns them to stone. I don't know if it's just called stone eyes. It's probably something more nicer than that. And Kano, was that his name? Kano,
Kano, yeah,
with deceiving eyes. So we have several people with different abilities like this, and Momo's just like, I just want to be able to live a normal life. I don't want people to be able to notice me all the time. So obviously, the best way to live a normal life is to join a group of superpowered people and get into I don't know if you'd say mischief or whatever, but get into dangerous activities. I think is what they described it as. They stop terrorists. Okay, so I think that means that they're the good guys. They stop the terrorists.
I don't know, Chev. If that's a metric, then we have some problems.
Yeah,
are these technically terrorists?
That's what I was wondering.
They keep calling them that, but
we do a little terrorism.
I was like, okay, so she joins a terrorist group,
no.
But because it depends on what they're actually planning to do. It just sounds like they're just describing themselves as like, we're just a gang that just does stuff. We just do.
No, I mean the people that held the hostages, not the kids.
Oh, the people who held the hostages. I know that they were
like that's not terrorism. That's just crime.
Yeah, they were holding them hostage for like 1 billion. They were like, we want 1 billion yen and we need it in like 30 minutes or we're going to kill everybody here. But I guess because bombs are involved, we just called them terrorists as well, I think.
Yeah, small bombs were involved.
So
It was always a small bomb shit.
that looked like a pretty big bomb. I don't know. That didn't look like a small bomb.
It's subjective.
That looked like a pretty big bomb.
I don't know. In
It's all
Japan, that's a
relative.
pretty small bomb.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, yeah. So Momo goes through her whole thing of joining up with that gang, and then they all try to also go out to the mall because Mary spilled tea on her and broke the tea set as well, and this also ruined Momo's phone, and she accidentally sent a text to her producers saying, "I've joined a gang. Goodbye. I'm not. I'm not going to be an idol anymore."
I know she's young, but like I cannot believe that she practically gave them her street address of where she's going. She gave them so much details.
In her defense, she immediately looked at it and was like, "This is really stupid, actually."
I shouldn't write this. No, whoops, I hit send.
She's trying her best.
And she like makes it sound like she really hates her brother, or like he's really gross or whatever. Like I hate him or whatever, and then she'll do dumb shit like that too. So
Teenagers, what you gonna
They're just
do?
siblings.
yeah, that's just
Yeah.
sibling stuff going on there. But
Also cousins.
she was like, "Oh boy, I get to go on this cool adventure," and then they go out, and he's like, "What the fuck is my brother doing outside? Are you shitting me? The one goddamn day that I'm doing this, and he's out here? What is
The
happening
one day I
here?"
don't have to
Roaring
fucking
the
deal with him.
And listen, okay, Momo, your brother is the same way. The one goddamn day I go outside, okay, and now I'm being held hostage. What the hell, man? Yeah, so that whole group, this is where we essentially get our whole. That first volume was just that whole incident, essentially, with the hostages in there, and it gives us a nice little introduction to what kind of series this is going to be. It's going to be like actiony in a way, but like also very funny and like lighthearted in some ways, at least in the initial setup of things. And you get nice little expressions with the characters, and they each have different abilities and powers. So far, Shintaro's power seems to be, I own an AI that can hack things. But you know,
Freaking superpower.
that's fine. He was able to
It's
sort
not
things
a
out when
PC.
they went to the amusement park. When people were getting lost, or Momo got stuck in the haunted house, and we had to get Kido to go through the haunted house without passing out, so that she can hide her again. You know, Shintaro figured that out. All right, and he also did. He was like, "I got this. I know how to save all the hostages. Okay, just if I had 30 seconds. Okay." If I had 30 seconds, I could do it. And Kano the whole time is just like, LOL guys, this guy thinks he could do this. LOL guys, I think he's serious. LOL guys, you know what? I think we should let him do it, guys.
Guys,
He is 100%
imagine the bit. Imagine the
like guys, I know lives are on the line, guys, but come on, think of the content here, guys.
Do it for the vibe.
Do it for the vine.
He would be a wild streamer if live streaming on your phone was a thing at that time.
Oh,
Kano the TikTok star.
he was the prototype the whole time.
Kano's definitely the guy yelling "do a flip."
Kano,
Yeah,
Born
I know.
for TikTok.
yeah, Kano makes this very fun in general for the group. Kano, by the way, Momo wasn't even supposed to be recruited to the group at first, I don't think. Kido went out, grabbed her because she just assumed Momo was the person that Kano said was joining them, and then Kano explained literally
She
everything.
was.
Oh, she was?
She was the person that that Kano was talking about, but Kano didn't think Kido was listening to him at all.
Oh, he's like, wouldn't it be cool if she joined us? I think she should join us.
I'm gonna be honest, for the
And
entire
she- and
first
she's, like,
volume, I was
missed-
thinking Kana was psychic or some shit.
Yes, I was also
mean,
thinking that.
kinda.
He can. I was like, how does he know this is going to happen? You know, can you see the future? What's going on here?
Oh my god. Yeah. So Momo just kind of joined the group through that, and they just kind of explained everything, and they're like, "Oh, wait, you can't leave now. Sorry, guess you're a part of the group now. Oopsie." And they did the same thing to her brother later too. Oop, sorry, guess you can't leave now. Anyways, you want to hang out? We got some tea. Mary can give you some tea. Just watch
I
out.
will
She
point
might...
out that Momo is immediately on board with this.
You know,
Just totally fine.
Momo was just like, listen, I just don't want to be an idol anymore, pretty much.
She's like, did I get kidnapped? Yes, but
But the kidnappers are pretty
Kinda
nice.
funny.
They're
They
nicer
also-
than the other kidnappers. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
And they also claim to
and
have a
they're really
cure.
funny, so it's cool.
They also claim to have a cure for her drawing eyes ability thing, which she's like, I didn't even realize that could be a thing that can be cured or whatever. And the cure seems to be, yeah, just stick around, Keto, and then she can hide you. You know, she can hide your presence, and then you can go out and be normal. And then that's when they go out to they try to go to the mall. And then everybody, including Ene and Shintaro, are just like, oh, we should go, you know, or Ene at least is just like, we need to go to the amusement park at the roof. We need to go, or else I'm going to show everybody your secret folder. You know your secret folder, all right? Well, you're taking me there, all right? You're taking me there.
Not the-
Well, what was the one thing she did at the beginning? I thought was really funny. She's like, "Oh, master, I rearranged all of your folders and files and named them wacky things. Guess which one is the correct one, or else I leak the other folder. Okay, what's in that folder? All right, you know what's in that folder, huh? I'm gonna send it to everybody. You don't want that, do you?
It's guess which one is Shintaro's terrible poetry.
Oh yeah, all your terrible poetry. Okay, I'm gonna post that everywhere.
Not the poetry.
It's so good. I love these morons.
Also, okay, quick thing. Momo looked at a flyer at some point for, was it supposed to be an eye patch? And they keep referencing it in like the after credits thing of it. Is this supposed to be like a bigger thing, or is this just like some
I thought it was like a
inside bit?
keychain.
I couldn't tell. I didn't know if it was supposed to be an eye patch or if it was supposed to be a keychain. I didn't know what it was supposed to be.
It's a keychain.
It's a keychain of something that like eats your eyes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Every girl has an occult phase, chap.
Oh, that's true. Sorry, silly me.
True.
Umineko taught me that. Yeah, true.
Yeah, of course.
Sorry.
Look, man, horoscopes are a gateway occultism.
Okay. So yeah, the gang is called the Mikakushi Dan. I think they keep accidentally saying Mecha Dan or something like that. They keep, or Momo at least keeps getting it wrong. Yeah. But you know, Kito's just like, hey, this idiot Kano's the one who came up with the name anyways. They keep referring to Kito as boss as well.
Yeah, he's the boss.
You know, she's got this handled, except if you're going into a haunted house. Then you're on your own, all right? She's running out of there and being like, oh shit, now I can't go back in, because apparently you can't go in alone. So,
it's not apparently can't go in alone. It's because she's too fucking afraid.
Mikakushi Dan means blindfold gang. Oh, okay, all right. I didn't know that. All right. Okay.
I think it's mentioned in like the thing at the end.
By the way, I am seeing that you're sending some messages in the YouTube chat, but I haven't been stopping to read them all out loud or whatever. But I do see your comments though. I do see them. So thank you for that. I kind of was addicted to the bit. Oh boy. They should have called Momo's drawing eyes catching eyes instead, TBH. Oh, maybe, yeah. Yeah, I'm specifically, when I refer to my translations I read, that's referring to the Yen Press translations. I don't know what versions other people in the book club might be reading, but I think we did link a, sorry for blowing up chat. No, you're perfectly fine. You're perfectly fine. As long as you aren't posting, like, big spoilers about things, that should be perfectly fine. Yeah, we do appreciate anything that you want to yap about it. I may not be able to directly read them out loud because I don't want to interrupt like the flow of the conversation or what somebody else is saying perhaps, but we do appreciate your comments, and I do eventually try to get to reading them out loud. So I do appreciate them. Thank you so much for that. And what else did you say? You had also said original character song was Jinzo Enemy, and it had a unique Miku design in the video, which was later reworked into her main design. The people in the comments called her Ene Miku, so the creators took the Ene from that and made and then made her name. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, that's a very interesting backstory for that. Please note that the names of their eye powers sound a lot more organic in Japanese. Oh, okay. They're based off of Japanese idioms relating to eyes that don't exist in English, so they sound a bit strange. Oh, and then her, Mary's eyes are called locking eyes. Okay, locking eyes. Granted, the effects of Kito's powers can nullify Momo's, allowing her to live somewhat more normally. That's true, yeah. Also, the Mekadan is a bit more allegorical. Could be a localization issue, maybe. The series localization was a bit troubled. Yeah, potentially. Shintaro is smart, and there's definitely nothing else going on with him. Nothing at all. What are you talking about? You know, nothing at all. Definitely.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Okay.
There's
all right.
nothing sad in this series, actually.
Go ahead.
I said one
I should
spoiler
know
kind of
that.
earlier. Whoops. No, you're all good. You're all good with that. I'm not reading out loud, and so you're all good with that. You're all good. Thank you so much, though. Thank you so much. Anyways, well, what else do we have here? Okay, so now, oh, there was one more character that comes up later in the group, who I don't think was involved at all until like volume 2, or at least after the hostage situation. Seto.
Yeah.
Well, I was just
They didn't
like,
show up
was
to the
busy.
amusement park.
I was just like, there was another person? I thought we met the whole group already. Who's the Seto person? Are we not talking about the Seto person? What is the Seto person? Hello? I think he was he just like working on something else that day? Was he just busy that day in the initial
Yeah, just
chapter?
not
He was just vibing.
He was just vibing? Okay,
Chef,
all right.
He was busy making a time machine, okay? Don't worry.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's possible. It's possible.
He's fighting off CERN.
Seto Kaiba, that's what you're referencing, right? Seto Kaiba?
There we go. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
alright.
If they give him green hair, it'd be
Hey,
much
listen.
more distinguishable.
Hey, listen, anytime I see the name Seto, that's what I'm assuming too, so, you know. What else? Yeah, so those were our cast that we've been introduced to so far, these characters. So how are we feeling about the characters that we've been shown so far? I know there's supposedly more characters later on from what I remember of the anime. I know there's going to be more characters introduced later, but from our initial cast that we have here, what are we thinking about our group? Who do we like? Who do we want to know more about? What do we enjoy about them? What are some thoughts here? Does anybody have any particular characters that stand out for them?
Well, I can tell you one character that doesn't stand out.
Avitress?
No, Sato. Because he looks too much like the main character. I swear to God.
That I was gonna bring that up too. When Seto was introduced, I was like, sometimes I can't tell who's who. Sometimes I could tell, but that was one thing that I did notice. I of course thought you were referencing Kito, the one who can hide her appearance, but it was a more accurate issue going on, at least with the manga adaptation. This might be easier to distinguish in the anime or something, but in the manga, I can't tell them apart sometimes. It takes
In
me
the
a while.
novels, it's really easy.
Huh? Say that again? Oh, in the novels? Okay. All right. Well.
Seto has the green design, and
he is green. I knew it.
The main guy is red.
Yes.
Sorry, I forgot his name.
Shintaro.
Shintaro.
With his red sweatshirt.
My favorite's Kito.
Kito's very
Yeah,
cool.
that checks out.
I like her.
Kito's very cool.
What does that mean, Anne? What does that mean?
It means that Kito's a really cool character.
There's nothing else behind that comment. Don't worry.
I also like Momo, but I like Kito a bit more.
I like what Momo's struggle is kind of going through. She just kind of blew up in popularity as a pop idol just by nature of this ability, and she's just like, I did not actually really want any of this, but she's very kind about it as well. Like she's kind to the people she interacts with. She's not like the kind of person who took this kind of struggle that she's going through and started to distance herself from people who did try to get close to her. So I do enjoy that aspect of her. I'm interested in seeing how that develops, and I do enjoy her. I think she's very funny in general, with how much of a idiot she can be sometimes. Okay, but it's fine. It's fun. It's called fun. And I love that dynamic of Ene and Shintaro. Okay, I love their dynamic together. It's also very fun.
They're so fucking stupid.
I will say the moment I found out what Kano's power was, I immediately thought, I hope this just isn't what he looks like at all.
He deceived them all with that. He actually just looks like Seto.
No drip.
He actually just looks like Seto. Actually, he's making Seto look like Shintaro to fuck with us specifically, because he thinks it would be very funny.
He just lied about his powers not working on other people.
He fucking would.
There's layers to gaslighting.
There's layers, okay. Maybe he is Seto, okay. He just disguised himself as Seto. Have you ever seen them in the same room together? I don't know. You know.
Sasamung.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah. If I had to pick an absolute favorite, it would be Ane. I think I enjoy her design a lot. I enjoy her personality a lot. I like that they invited Shintaro just by nature of just her existing there, and also just because Kano thought he was very funny trying to be the hero when they pretty much were like, nah, we pretty much got this covered. Okay, LOL, guys, this guy wasn't trying to do shit.
He wasn't cooking anything.
I think I really enjoy pretty much everybody from this cast, except I don't really know Seto that much. Everybody from this cast I think is very fun in their own ways. But Seto I just don't know anything about yet. So, yeah.
Yeah, he's only been around for about 30 seconds.
Pretty much. So, it'll be interesting if we can learn more about him. Yeah. What else was there? Yeah, so characters, yes. Yep.
So Momo's the one with the like freezing people thing, right?
No, that's Mary.
No.
Mary's the one with the locking eyes that can freeze people if she looks at them. Supposedly related to a Medusa, I guess.
Yeah,
Momo's
that's the
one with
thing I wanted to
drawing
bring
eyes.
up. Like, she has a very specific reason for having her power.
Look, okay,
You know?
if we go up the fifth
There's
sure
just
does.
fucking Medusas in this world, man.
It
Well,
happens. Well, yes, at least one. At least one.
At least one. For now.
Listen, Medusas happen sometimes, okay? Medusas happen, all right? It's like you've never experienced Durarara before, okay? Sometimes these things just exist, all right? You just don't know about it, okay? It just happens.
Sometimes there might be more people. Who knows?
I, of course, was getting big Durarara memories in my head as I was reading through this with the antics they had going on in the supernatural abilities.
That makes sense.
It's not to the crazy levels that Durarara got yet, because Durarara was not just they had superpowers. Some of them were just also supernatural beings entirely. We haven't really gotten to like that kind of level yet, and also that series focused a lot of like different factions that were going on in there and made the whole town its own living thing. Here it's mostly just focused on this one little group, at least for now. Which is still cool, though. It's still pretty cool. What is the group's goal, though? Just to get into shenanigans?
Yes.
They save the day at the mall. They also just have to be attending the mall that day. So what is their goal in general? I just. Well, I guess
They
we'll
did say
find
they
out.
do crime.
Especially high school.
Yeah,
Did
they
they?
did
did
say
they?
they do crime. So
Oh, okay.
they said
Crime
that
happens.
they borrow stuff or something.
Oh, that's true.
How did
Okay,
you word
I do
it?
remember that. I think. Yeah, we just borrow stuff. Hold on, I'll see if I can find it. But I do remember the
Well,
line.
you see,
We
what they're
don't
trying
wanna
to do
borrow
is
it.
What are they trying to do? What are they trying to do? I don't think I can find the line immediately. Welcome to Mecha
Do they actually have
Kushida.
superpowers now?
Do they actually have superpowers? Is that your
Because I
question?
feel like it could just be like a second grade syndrome where it's like they just have like very like specialized abilities.
You know,
Sometimes
I-
it just
maybe I would think that if they weren't literally walking in front of some of the terrorist people and then getting away
Yeah.
with moving shit without them noticing. If it weren't for stuff like that, maybe I could understand that, but they were having them do that stuff, so.
Yeah, smacking the dude with the vibrator and just kind of standing there.
Here it is, I found it. August name
She's trying her
Kakushidan.
best, okay?
So basically what we do here is evade the eyes of the police and sneak into dangerous places and, borrow stuff, ... And this is our secret hideout. Oh, okay. We just borrow stuff and avoid the police and go into dangerous places. It's no big deal. There's no big deal. Yeah. I'm seeing in chat, Kage Pro's supernatural elements are largely set dressing for the store underneath. Yeah, I do remember that briefly from my experience with the anime. There's going to be a lot more developed in that kind of side of things later, from what I do recall. They elaborate on the Medusa stuff around Volume 7. It's one of my favorite parts of the manga. Just waiting to learn my girl Ane's backstory. Kano pretending to look like sure, that doesn't come up. Okay. And his character song came out late. Okay, back to Satou. He's the least focused on Don member in general. He gets a novel that's sort of about him, but it's also the last novel. So, oh my god, really? So they're a bit busy with other stuff. Oh my god. Satou really, Setou's there, okay? Listen, Setou's just chilling. All right, he's just there. Yeah. So we got a nice little intro to our cast. We got to see some of their powers in action. We had to combine several powers in order for them to save the hostages, which is pretty cool. We got to coordinate them. The brother was even coordinating with them without realizing. And yeah, Kano got himself caught in the group of hostages and just was texting them while he was caught. He said, LOL, guys, I got myself caught. LOL. Kano just makes all these missions so much fun, but lives are in danger. Kano, please. Please, people are going to die, Kano. Kano, they're going to kill the hostages in like 10 minutes, Kano. What are you doing? It's for the bit, though. It's for the bit. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else to say about that, because they did their whole operation, save the day. Next day, they're just like, Shintaro, you're part of the group now. Welcome. We get to hang out and go on adventures. But for today, we're going to go to the amusement park. Not that one, though, okay? Things are too busy there. There's a different one. We're going to go to that one. So they go to another amusement park, and they spend the day there. So we get a nice little bit of slice of life there. Which, again, we get to just hang out and do that because Kido can just hide members of the group that are near her at times, so she can allow Momo to hang out, and they just go around and they get to have fun. They go on a roller coaster ride that Shintaro is very scared of at first, and that thinks he's like is certain he will die on this roller coaster, and then like barfs afterwards. They go around into the haunted house. They go to... Oh, I think Mary walks up to him with, like, tears in her eyes. Is like, can you take me to the frozen ice maze, please? Can you? I need somebody to go with me. And he's like, okay, sure, fine. And then they go, and she's immediately like, it's fucking cold in here, okay? Why is it so cold? Why did you want to go there? What? It was a lot of fun. Okay, I did think it was a bit abrupt to immediately have, like, pretty much a whole volume of Slice of Life afterwards. But with this group, I didn't mind it as much because I thought they were fun, I think.
Yeah,
I thought
it was effectively just a method to introduce you to the characters and their little quirks.
Yeah, and it was nice. It was nice. And even though Momo was, like, kind of stuck in the haunted house because Kido wasn't there anymore, she was still just like, okay, but Kito's going to be around eventually. I should fuck with her when she gets here. I should fuck with her. I should put one of these, the props on, make it look like I've been killed, and then scare the shit out of her.
With the prop X on her head, you know.
And it worked. Kido passed out immediately, and now she's like, "Oh shit! Now I can't get out again. Oh no." Oh god, they're funny. Yeah. I will say as well, my experience with this manga is probably one of the easiest to read through mangas that we've read through as a series in a while. It was like, it felt pretty quick and easy for me to read through these volumes. Like Bloom Into You, it was not like, very text heavy that it took me too long to read. It was more so it was heavy to process a lot of what was happening with Bloom Into You. And then Pandora Hearts was like a whole thing prior to that. But like with this, it's pretty straightforward with what's been happening so far. It's pretty nice to follow, and it was pretty cool to look at, and it just felt very, very easy to read through, and I appreciated that. I actually think I know I own the first volume physically somewhere from many years ago. I don't remember if I ever read it, but I do own the first volume physically. I think I own the second and potentially third volume physically somewhere here as well. They're probably boxed up somewhere though, because it's been a very, very long time since I probably bought them at Anime Boston. But I do remember the cover art just because I believe I had it on one of my shelves. So, but yeah, I just remember this being very quick to read through, pretty easy, pretty nice. And I do really, really enjoy the art, and I really enjoy how expressive we made some of the shots with the characters. I love all the comedy panels we had there. There was one, I took a photo of it before. I think I posted it onto some Twitter. I'll post it onto here as well. Of Momo just saying, "And I joined a gang," because I thought that was funny. There was another one that I think somebody posted in the Discord about Yuri. There's a line about Yuri in there somewhere.
I posted it on Blue Sky. Hang on.
Okay, yes. I'm gonna find the one that I took. I didn't take like a screenshot.
There it is.
There we go. Here's this one. It's one of those Yuri things, girl on girl love. Girl on girl what? Oh, okay. It downloaded and then it did not show me the downloaded file. That's cool. No, it's based. Okay, here
downloaded.
We go. Oh. So we had Yuri mentioned, of course, this week. And then the one that I took, this one. Oh my god, it's so big. There we go. And I'm a gang member too, Momo. Momo, you can't just say that, Momo. Momo, what are you doing? She's living her best life, okay? She's having fun.
I'll say the part that entertained me the most was in the first volume where they're like, yeah, we demand 1 billion yen ransom. And my first thought was like, split between 12 people. That's actually just not a ton for all this effort, right?
Yeah,
And in the second volume, their point out was like, do they think that's a big number?
Yeah, I was like, that's not.
I do really enjoy how much they build up like early on the terrorists as like, or the robbers as like this big threat. And then it's just full fucking Three Stooges shit after that.
That's a good way to describe it.
Look, they're sending in their best men, okay?
Yeah, they didn't even wear masks.
Yeah.
They even use the Walter White method. I don't believe it.
Listen, they were just like,
They
we
are
want
not
our money.
COVID safe.
We want our money in 30 seconds, and if you try to say you need more time, we're gonna fucking kill the hostages. Okay, alright. I was just also just like, these guys have seen way too many movies if they think it's gonna work like that. But I mean, I guess they had the bombs to be able to try whatever. And they
bombs and guns and shit. Kind of wondering how they got that, but
in Japan, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. And then I think I remembered as well, they were also worried like, oh no, the shutters are going to open, but that means it's probably going to be a shootout, and the hostages are probably still going to fucking die here if we let that happen. So we got to find a way to coordinate this so that we could freeze everybody for a second, get everybody to chill, and then let them do their thing. And then I think Mary was being questioned afterwards anyway still, because she wasn't close enough to Akito anymore, and they were just questioning Mary. And then she fucking knocked out Kano on the ground, and they're like, okay, well, now we got to get him out of there too. Three Stooges again. Yeah, it's
Three Stooges versus Three Stooges.
Hey, if they have
The
7
ultimate
Stooges, thank you.
matchup.
Yeah, Three Stooges versus Six Stooges.
I mean, they got the numbers
Clown on clown
advantage,
violence.
but like, does their combined dumbness like make them worse together?
I made some new friends at George group called Mekakushi-dan. I'm member number 7. Eh? How old am I? Geez, Mom, can't you remember your own son's age? What do you mean? His jumping around joy freedom shots.
How old is Shintaro? I thought he was like 18.
He's supposed to be like 18.
Shintaro's
right?
18.
Yeah. But he's been a shut-in for like 2 years, and his
It's
mom...
like a self-deprecating imagining.
Yeah, one of our first the first pages is his mom just being like, "Shut up, you shut in, okay? Do something with your life," and then leaving.
I do think it's funny that his big goal is to like make a breakout music hit, and his sister accidentally became an idol.
It's
What can I say?
you know,
She deserves it. He doesn't.
Well, his sister could just sing his music. She's an idol, not an musician.
you know. I mean, listen, I don't think there. I don't
I
really
think in order
know
for
if
that to happen, he would have to make a song first.
that is true.
That's right. Someone keeps deleting them.
She closing the windows on him. Oh, you worked hard on that
Shit,
project,
Shit,
huh?
trash.
Doesn't even have autosave on. What a chump.
I love as well the idea of, oh no, I don't have my keyboard and mouse anymore. I can't use my computer anymore. Meanwhile, NA can literally do all the things on his computer and just actively does it all without his input against his will.
They do actively talk about this a little bit in the novels, where it's NA like offering to do it, and then he's like starting to come around to the idea, and then he just spots in the background her making a fucking quiz for him to access one letter of his password to something, and he's like, why did I ever start to trust her? Absolutely not.
Oh god. Noctar C in the YouTube chat also said, in fairness, Shintaro wants to become a Vocaloid producer, which is very different kind of music
That's
than the
also true.
idol industry, at least mostly. Which, yeah, makes sense. Very, very different. Yeah, I was trying to think of what else was happening with Momo's idol stuff there. It was like she got noticed in the crowd because she was trying to go buy the weird eye keychain thing. And then everyone was like, oh my god, it's her, oh my god, it's her. And then it's like they were stampeding towards her, and then she like got away. And then her agent immediately called her like, the police have been calling me. What have you been doing? You can't be going out there like that, okay? You're not normal like everybody else. And that's where we get into like the more serious side of what's probably bothering her about that kind of stuff. Like, she's like, having this ability, having everyone's attention makes me not normal. Like, I want to be a normal girl. And then she joins.
It does sound like an absolute nightmare, but maybe that's just me.
Well, I think it's, yeah, because like with her specifically, I don't know how much buildup she typically had for this to all happen for her. It seemed like her ability, once an idol scout found her, she just kind of blew up very, very quickly. So it was probably like 0 to any kind of prep for the celebrity life, and now she just is a celebrity. Although it makes me wonder like how much money she's actually getting for that. Because I from what I understand, the idol industry is very predatory to some of the people in it. So I don't actually know how much money she's actually making out of this. Yeah.
$1 billion.
Enough to buy a phone, clearly.
That's true. She is going to buy a new phone, or trying to, if she can avoid the terrorists. That's, I'm sorry, hostage, yeah, kidnappers, whatever. Yeah.
If only Andy were here, they would know
$1
all about
billion.
terrorism.
Oh my god. 1 billion yen right now in 30 minutes. And then he got impatient. He was like, all right, you know what? I'm taking off 10 minutes, okay? Hurry up. Like, what is happening with this? They're like, we want billion yen in like 10 minutes, and we want a helicopter to get out of here. All right, don't fuck with us. We'll kill the hostages. But
Look,
listen,
the man is bad at his job.
Listen, it was all set up to show us the Menkaku Shidan, so it was okay. It's fine. It's fine. They did their role. Okay, they're not the best at what they do. All right, but by the way, I think that whole arc started with them saying, "Wow, this mall is supposed to have state of the art security or something, state of the art technology behind it or something," and it was just, "All right, the shutters are closed." Oh, okay. Well, all right. What else was supposed to be secure about that place? The shutters are closed now. They won't open anymore. Okay, well.
Okay, they're secure in the fact they have NordVPN. Unfortunately, this is all analog.
Well, but again, we got to show off their abilities, and they got to do their first operation there. Now, the songs that were covered, that these are titled after, do they actually correspond to the events that happened? Because again, it's been many years since I actually read through the lyrics of the songs. I know we had Jinzo Enemy, we had
Jinzo Enemy, we had Kisaragi Attention.
Yep.
We had Mekakushi Chord. We had a little bit of Imagination Forest, and we had a little bit of Headphone Actor.
Which I did notice they didn't call it Imagination Forest. They called it Retrospective Forest.
Yes, that one has had... I was actually looking at this earlier because I wanted to rewatch things as prep, but that one has actually had a few different titles.
Oh, okay.
There's Daydream Forest, Imagination Forest, and I want to say Delusion Forest is the current correct title.
Right.
I could be wrong. But...
Okay. Yeah, it's gone through. So the songs themselves, and the events that happened in them, do they correspond with what has actually happened?
Loosely, some more than others.
Because I imagine songs like Kisaragi Attention is probably more so going through wanting to not have all the attention on her of some nature. But the other ones, I wasn't sure how the songs portrayed the story of those events. I'm just imagining a song where it's going, and then the terrorist said 1 billion yen, and then we used like 3 different eye abilities.
It's not that kind of thing. It's more picking out specific moments. Like Jinzo Enemy is, at least based on my rereading, it was very like NA's perspective. Sort of in that moment as Shintaro's like about to leave, but you obviously don't get all of the specific context of like everything that she's done or their dynamic or anything like that.
Okay. So like a lot of these interactions are more elaborated afterwards in the novel. Then I assume we get like the perspective and a personality, emotional kind of buildup of how that kind of stuff is in the song, and then the novel expands upon the more specific details of it, and then eventually this adaptation, I'm assuming, adapts. My assumption is that a lot of the events we're seeing here in the manga are based on what was expanded upon in the novels. You can correct us about how different they are.
Adaptation isn't exactly the right word, although I will say that these first 2 volumes definitely correspond pretty closely with the first volume of the light novels.
Okay.
there's just a little bit of difference in the light novel intersperses a little bit of the section based on the song Kagerou Daze itself. And it basically completely skips over the amusement park section of things because it's from Shintaro's perspective, and he's not super invested in what's going on there.
Okay. Noctera T in chat is also saying
yes.
they're not adaptation, they're different timelines or something of that nature?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, each iteration of this story is a different timeline that is going on. This is a time loop story of a kind. I don't want to say too much about that because we haven't really dug into any of that.
Okay.
I mean,
all right.
We are time loop enjoyers here, and it
That
does
is true.
feel pretty.
That is true.
It did feel obvious in this that it was leading up to some kind of time loop, revival loop, something, because we have the mention of deja vu several times.
Yeah.
Because he mentions that, this is deja vu of the explanation of who is who in the group, and then we see at the very end. I think I got a screenshot of it. Let me see. I've been playing games today, so I have a lot of screenshots.
Gaming.
I need to.
Some
and then we have this one that I put in spoiler.
Yep, I'll get it.
Why do you know something like that? So we've never played together before, right?
Oh yeah, the shooters. I remember that. Yeah, I'm talking about the shooters.
Mm-hmm. So it's.
And speaking of, I think I recall there being a frame right after that. That seemed a little odd to me.
What frame? I don't know what frame you're referring to.
What the hell is it?
I'll be honest, I didn't pick up on that as being like a time loop thing. I just like, of course she knows. She's been on your computer for however long.
I regardless of whether it was hints of time loop or not, I knew something. It seemed towards the end of Volume 2 seemed to hint that Shintaro did not remember things that he should be remembering, or at least was not focused on the things that he should be remembering. It seemed like he potentially knew who Eine was supposed to be, or who Eine's original creator was supposed to be, or something of that nature. That bit, at least, I understood from what it was at least hinting at. That plus, it seemed it was doing like Volume 3, what's gonna happen next? And it was just like Eine's past, who is Haruka or something. And I'm like, I don't know who this is, but kind of sort of looks like Eine. I don't know.
They're sure about to find out.
About to fuck around and find out here. I think this was soon after that panel. Oh yeah, I was confused at what that shot was supposed to. I'll show it on stream. I was confused at what it was supposed to be at first, but I think the panel afterwards showed that it was him asleep on a desk in the school. I wasn't sure.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It looked like he was asleep on the desk in the school, and then he was woken up or something. I wasn't sure. There was the headphones and then the person, but I couldn't tell if that was supposed to be a head on a pillow or if that was supposed to be arms or something. This is a hard panel for me to figure out what was supposed to be going on, but I was like, this seems important though, whatever this is, because it was right after Eine said, "That's my little secret," and then it goes to that, and then it's Shintaro's sleeping, or someone sleeping. I had assumed that was Shintaro, but then someone said Haruka afterwards, so I don't exactly know. But
we'll find out.
We'll find out eventually.
Oh, also, I like to mention that Mo was an absolute dumbass.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's true. That's true, but what specific reason? Oh yeah, her test score. Well, not only the test score, mind you. Okay, not only the test score being 2, but the fact that she went to school that day when it was a holiday, And everybody knew that it was a holiday except her. She was just going to school. She was rushing to school. She was like, "Oh no, I'm late." And then everybody on the way there was like, "Oh hey, it's Momo. Oh my god, hi Momo-chan." And she's like, "Hi everybody, guys. I gotta go to school." Nobody thought to tell her, "Hey, wait a minute, isn't it a holiday? Shouldn't you not have to go to school?"
No. Let her go, Chef. Let her go.
I mean, technically there was school, but it was only like first period, which I can't imagine why you would ever do that. But I guess they only had first period, and then never let everybody go. And she specifically came after first period, I guess. So
I've done that a couple times back in high school.
I've heard of half days before, but only the first period. I mean, then again, I don't know how many periods there are in Japanese classes, so maybe that is half the day. I don't know. Yeah, so she showed up and was getting lectured by a teacher there about the fact that she got a 2% on biology, and I think she was like, "Oh, but I really tried to study for that." He's like, "What do you mean? Here's one question: name a mammal," and you wrote a crab, or something else. I forget what it was. A crab or scallop or something. Crab or fish or something. And he's like, and she's like, "Well, I was thinking about I think something about Hokkaido. My mom's from Hokkaido, so I was thinking about like bears or I don't know, cats instead or something. I forget what the other animal was." And he was like, "Yes, that would be the right answer, okay? But also, why are you picking pears? I said pick one." The comedy bits.
They'd be lonely.
She thought they'd be lonely. And then the teacher added on to the bit. She's like, "I thought they'd be lonely." And the teacher's like, "The bear would eat the deer, okay? What are you trying to do?" The comedy that goes on with this, I quite enjoy. I think it is very fun. Noctera T in chat said, "Don't know if you guys mentioned this before, but before I showed up, but this specifically happens on the Obon holiday." Yes, which is thematically relevant because of the Obon holiday is a sort of commemoration of the dead. Yeah, I think I brought it up briefly just because I remember the translator note mentioning that, which I assume will become more important and relevant with events later on.
Don't worry about it.
Are we still on day 1? Or are we on day 2 now?
Is it still the 14th?
No, the flashback was the 14th. The mall was the 15th.
Okay, so we're on the So we're on the 15th now. And the 15th is the second day of this 3-day event, or is this the first day of the 3-day event?
I believe the 15th would be the second day, because the 14th was the first day, because that's when Shintaro spilled his cola.
Oh,
everywhere.
okay, yes, yep. Yeah, and then there was a when we go to Momo's perspective, it's also the 14th, but it starts like at 9 a.m. before when she's running to school, and then it goes to all the events that happen that day as well. Okay, all right, I understand. Yeah. And then now we're at the amusement park on the 15th. Okay.
Hold on a second. It's August 15th.
12:30 noon.
It's not August 15th right now. I just checked my calendar. It said it's October 2nd.
I mean in the book. In the manga.
Yeah.
It's 15th. You know what that means, Chef?
It's not Battler's birthday? Is that what you're referencing again?
Yes.
Okay. You can't keep referencing not Battler's birthday, an incorrect translation of Battler's birthday. This is not a relevant date.
That's the Canadian version, okay?
Happy unbirthday, Battler.
Happy unbirthday, Battler.
It really is pinned to our hearts.
We got Umineko Day in like 2 days, all right? Umineko Day's coming up, all right? It's almost there. Also, for our story for you guys, my birthday is on August 14th IRL. Oh, all right. Well, that's awesome that you got it to line up with a relevant day in one of your favorite series. That's cool to hear.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah,
I'm extra confused. Okay. So try to post it in the chat that no, it was the 15th. That was the cola spilled.
Wait. So the cola spilled on the 15th? Wait. We have to line up the incidents here. Was that the coal spill of the 15th?
Oh yeah, so the 14th
Oh, wait.
is Momo, that's the flashback. The 15th, they have to, because it's Obon Festival on the 15th that they're talking about the heat, they don't do delivery on Obon, so that's why they actually have to go to the mall in person rather than like deliver directly to the house. I don't know, is the festival, is the amusement park the 16th though? Or is that still the same day?
Same day. It's the same day.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's the 15th. It's been the 15th. Okay.
Did we figure out what day it is yet?
It's October 2nd.
Oh, okay. Well, that doesn't help me. All right, so
Yes, what day it is?
Wait, hold on. No, wait. Now hold on, Shep. Wait. Now
Okay,
I'm
so
confused. Hold on.
So here's what I understand based on what's been described to me so far. The events
Okay,
for
where's
Momo
that?
started. Okay, let me run through what is going on in my head. The events for Momo started on the 14th. The events from Shintaro started on the 15th. We are now currently on the 15th. Is this correct or incorrect?
Look at the screenshot I posted.
Okay, what was the screenshot you posted? Okay, yeah, that's one thing I was looking up to confirm because I didn't know what version. I didn't know what version Turndo was reading. Because I was trying to look through on my manga where it mentioned the day for Shintaro's events. So it seemed like our version says it's the 14th, but Turndo's version says it's the 15th. So it's another case of the fan translation getting the date wrong. What day is it supposed? I assume it's supposed to start on the 14th. I'm assuming right now it's the 15th. Yes. These are my assumptions, and I'm gonna ignore all translations that say otherwise. I will ignore all translations that say otherwise, okay?
Schrodinger's birthday.
Today is August 15th, all right? Happy Obon Fest, everybody, okay?
It happened again.
Hope you like the holiday.
Why does this keep happening?
I'd like to point out that Schrodinger's birthday is actually August 12th.
Oh.
I didn't mean like
well.
that, but this got a lot more confusing now.
Okay, all right. Well, honestly, I'm more inclined to trust the end press come from okay, so as far as I know, all right, they're currently on August 15th, which, you know, the days are probably going to be relevant towards the story. That's why I'm trying to establish what day it is, okay, if we're lining up with the festival as well. I'm just trying to make sure I understand this for the future stuff.
No.
Okay. What else do we have to bring up regarding this stuff? What other memes happened? Everything about Kano. There wasn't anything else to bring up about Kano. Keto. Mary. Mary. we got to know Mary's locking eyes ability because Kano was teasing her about getting a job to pay off for Momo's new phone, and she's like, "All right, fuck you, turn to stone now, okay?" And then her and Keto were just like, "All right, let's throw out this trash," and she's like, "Oh, unfortunately, it wears off. Don't worry, Momo. Okay, unfortunately, he will be able to move around again pretty soon. Unfortunately."
We're all friends, and friends love each other.
It's just a fun group, okay? I'm sure nothing bad will happen to any of them. I'm sure nothing bad.
Don't Google that.
What are you saying, Turndo?
They have a good character design and clothes. Very distinct.
Yeah,
like, Keto literally is iPod.
Yeah, I think the original character designers at the end of each volume were just praising how Mahiro Shiro was making them very expressive here and how they were drawing them. I believe those were the two other comments, because I know Jin leaves like a signature and a slight comment, Mahiro leaves a comment, and then two other people who I'm assuming are the other designers of these characters originally. I don't know if that means they were designers of Vocaloid mascots of these characters or what, or if they're just like novel illustrations. I don't know exactly, but There was like 2 other people involved with those apparently. Yeah, Shidu and Wanyanpu. I don't know if I pronounced those right, but those 2 people. Noctera T's in chat going, oh my god, the character design, I love them. Okay, yes, they're very, very good. Yeah, Shidu and Wanyanpu designed the characters and did the music video. Oh, okay, all right, okay, cool. Yeah, because I was trying to write up who to credit for some of the pages for like who did what for the thing. And I think I primarily just listed Jin did the original story and Mahiro Satou did the manga adaptation art. But also those people did the original designs for them. Their OCs are not based off of Vocaloids aside from Ine, who is vaguely based off of Miku. Okay.
Vaguely, you say?
Well, you know, I mean, copyright friendly, Miku. Okay. Copyright friendly. Legally distinct, Miku. I'll have you know.
The end of the horizon.
Aside from Mary's personality kind of being like Bochi, like the shy stereotype, is she dressed like a maid, or is she supposed to be like a Japanese Alice in Wonderland? Like, well, what's
more Alice in Wonderland.
It's Alice again.
I was wondering that, yeah. Because she was there and serving tea, but then like I was also thinking Alice in Wonderland. So, I mean, she's got Medusa powers too. Is that what Alice in Wonderland has? She's got Medusa powers.
Sure.
Because Kana was like described as a cat-eared guy or a cat-eyed guy, and then he had like a Cheshire grin, so he's kind of like a mischievous character.
Oh, no. You know what? You're right. Who would Ane be in the Alice in Wonderland universe?
Probably the Hatter.
Mad Hatter with a rabbit?
Yeah, he's Kevin.
It'd be Kevin.
It's Kevin.
Kevin Mad Hatter.
And then like
Kevin's at
and
it
then
again.
Seto and Santara would be Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay. It all comes back to Pandora Hearts. We always knew.
I
I have regrets.
have regrets too.
Is Tito the Black Rabbit? Is that what's going on?
Maybe, potentially. I don't know too much about Kito's personal life yet, but maybe.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
I invoke Section 13 of the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms.
Kito will kill you if you say anything more. That's a fact.
What did you guys think about the order? Because they put Keto as number 1, and then like Seto as number 2, and then like it is an interesting way they decided the order.
Was Seto really number 2?
You think that-
I did not remember Seto being number 2, but that's wild. And then he's like the last one we talk about. He's number 2 though.
I'm sure this doesn't mean anything.
There's no lore implications with this.
I just thought it was very funny that our protagonist is like just number 7, and his sister and his computer virus are both ahead of him in the roster.
Well, look, okay, they got recruited first, and that's just the order of it goes. I would tell you.
They knew about the brother before they knew about the virus, but they're like, well, the virus is more useful, so you're number 7.
Look, he was
Shintaro
asleep.
didn't wake up in time. Like they didn't introduce him yet.
That's true.
This Malware's awake, though. Sweet.
Hey, it works. It's happy to help us out, okay? Hacked all the TVs for a second, and then also hack the shutter while it's at it. Very nice.
Just like me. The local Malware.
Yeah. Like my initial impressions of this series, just very, very fun overall. I do very much enjoy what's been presented. I know, I do know is going to have a massive tonal shift later on in terms of it probably not being as fun.
Around. It'll be all good, okay?
But I do enjoy this as a good way to hook us into these characters in general and get us to enjoy these characters and understand them a bit more initially, before we eventually get into more of the heavy stuff that will probably happen to them or they will go through. So I think it was a very nice intro to showcase the action of things, showcase their ability, showcase their personality, showcase the levels of fun that we can have with these characters, and I'm sure we will get to showcase the levels of hardship and or despair that they may be going through later. Very, very interesting. Wouldn't say tonal shift. It can still be pretty goofy, even up into like volume 11. Just gets it also just gets bad sometimes. Okay, all right. So it's not going to be like I wouldn't say Bloom Into You. Maybe more so Pandora Hearts with how much more serious it gets later on, even though it had the funny moments or whatever. So it's going to be maybe more so like a little more lighthearted than Pandora Hearts at those bits, maybe perhaps. Because Pandora Hearts had a lot going on. So what was that turned out?
What's the date on Kagerou Daze? Is this like 2000s or something?
When this is early 2010s.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2012, I think you said.
Are you talking about the events of the story, or are you talking about when these came out?
The events of the story.
2010-ish. Like, I don't think it ever actually says the year, but it's supposed to be around, because these started around like 2011.
It happened shortly after 2012.
Yeah, it would be shortly after 2012 because they referenced the Mayan apocalypse that was happening.
Oh,
it was supposed to happen right around then.
All right. Okay. All right. So the events of the story would have to be a little after that. Okay. All right.
Like 2012, 2013.
All right. Which I think would have been when I finished high school. That's interesting. Was that Yeah, that was 2013. That's interesting. It would have been when I finished high school, and then I would have discovered the anime like a year or two later. Okay. I had thought I was getting into that like far after it initially came out, but I guess maybe not. So that's interesting to learn. That's interesting to know.
It's called typing ASMR.
Sorry.
Yeah, you get that sometimes. It's allowed.
It's not insult, a compliment.
Also, was Coke involved with the manga at all? Because there's a lot of drinking Coke scenes.
Oh, Coca-Cola, yeah.
I googled this earlier and I couldn't find any mention of it. So
you googled what earlier?
Whether Coca-Cola sponsored this.
Oh, okay, all right.
Look, okay, you got Steins Gate with Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper, yeah, that's true.
And then now we got Coca-Cola with Kagerou Daze. I'm just waiting for Pepsi, okay? At some point we'll get Pepsi.
Maybe just nobody likes Pepsi. Maybe that's just the problem. Maybe just nobody likes it. I don't know.
Then why they make Pepsi, man?
Coca-Cola, not Coca. Pepsi likes Pepsi. Okay, that's why they made Pepsi, man. I don't know. Coca-Cola. Shintaro, he just likes his Coca-Cola. Okay, he's allowed to enjoy his Coca-Cola. All right, even if his keyboard and mouse don't like it. Which, by the way, I had thought the keyboard was ruined. I didn't realize the mouse would also be ruined. It didn't seem like it got to it, but I guess it did. And he was only able to right click, not left click. Only able to right click.
He was only able to right click, and the only keys that still worked on his keyboard were R, O, and T.
Rot.
Yep.
Okay, awesome. I'll try to tune in again. I wonder if you'll consider doing the novels. I wouldn't be against reading the novels, but I don't
convince them to do it.
Again, I will say this. I've always
manga first.
No, yeah. I mean, obviously, we're gonna read through the manga. My whole thing, I called this the anime book club as opposed to the manga book club, even though we read manga, because one day, it's not impossible for us to read a light novel or a webtoon or maybe even a visual novel. But it's about the logistics of how we want to get that to work. For the manga, it's easy for us to do that weekly. For anything else, it might be more difficult for us to do weekly unless we pace it in a certain way.
All right, Shep. So after this, we're doing the Umineko visual novel.
Yeah, we're gonna start reading all of Umineko. So we'll see you in like 3 years.
Console arcs.
Oh, okay. Yes. I hear. There's a whole bunch of fun discourse going on yet again about what sprites to use. So that sounds fun.
Yeah,
okay.
It'll be great.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's not something I am against doing in the future. It's all just pretty much about what works and doesn't work for how we want to space it out, and in general, it's whatever the group in general wants to do. So it's something we will consider, though. Please read the novels once you're done the grade. I did link. I posted the link to this in the server for people that are part of the group. If they wanted to check out any of the other media that's a part of Kagerou Daze, Kagerou Project. That's all linked there. All the songs are linked into the master post that's there. I believe there's a link to read the novels in there as well. And there's a few other links to some other things that were also linked there. So those are all there if anybody's interested in checking those out. So it's there. It's there. It's available. Okay, well, actually, they have issues, but the entire project has issues. They're mostly good, though. Okay. I'm so interested in Higurashi and Umineko, but I've been too occupied to get into them myself. It's a lot to get into them. We read through here in the book club. We had gone through all of the Umineko manga together last year. That's why it's become a big part of our culture here now. We reference it a lot because it was a lot and it was really good. But the visual novel is a great experience as well, but it's also very long experience. No matter which way you experience Umineko, it's a pretty long experience. So good luck with however you do it.
I mean, you could watch the anime.
You could not watch the anime, okay, unless you want to experience half the story, all fucked up and no answers.
See, chap, you got experience.
That is exactly
part,
what I did.
Which is episode 3. So honestly, I'm winning here.
We're joining our eyes. Kagerou Pro reference. Okay. I do highly recommend you at least make a pass through the songs, even if you don't read the novels, since they're a huge part of the project. Yes, absolutely.
No, I absolutely want to second that. I would love to read like the novels as well at some point, but the songs especially, they really are just the heart of Kagerou just as a whole.
Don't worry, guys. I'm a source material purist. Of course, I'll go for the visual novels. Hey, that's a fair way to view it. I tend to be like that with some things as well. Here, it's just a case of we're the manga club thing, so we haven't necessarily all actually checked out the original source Vocaloid songs, but I've linked them. They're there. Okay. Again, maybe anime music quiz will be our final session thing or not. No, it probably won't be a music quiz thing, but there might be some kind of quiz. I don't know how it'll go. If I do decide,
that I would do well on.
If I do decide we're doing a quiz for the last stream thing, because of the odd number of volumes, it's gonna be primarily based on whatever events happen in the manga, not whatever other things would happen in any of the other forms of media. By the way, so
primarily, but not exclusively.
Well, because I don't like I feel like some people are gonna be actually from this version, it's actually from this and it's elaborate on this. I don't know. I didn't consume these things when I made the quiz. If that's what happens, I'm just gonna reference whatever's in the manga. Okay, I just want to let you guys know ahead of time if that happens. Okay, good luck. Stay safe.
Silly.
Also, on a more personal level, I bleed with love for the music. When I got my copy of Mikaku City Records' second album and the release in the series Grace Masterpiece, immediately listened to it 6 times. 6 times in one day. Oh my god. Lost Time Memory might actually be the best J-Rock song I've ever heard. No joke, and I listened to it a lot of J-Rock. I had a friend of mine, post Lost Time Memory again earlier today on Twitter, and they wrote it's Kage Pro Thursday, and then they posted that again. So I was like, hell yeah, let's go.
They're so fucking great.
Sorry if I'm the actually guy. I don't mean no. I don't mean you specifically. Okay, I mean people in the group in general. Who might have experienced more than just the original thing, because we've had some of that kind of happen in the past where I might reference something where they're, well, actually, with this thing here and this thing, it's actually this thing. I'm not talking about you specifically, Nocterra. I'm not talking about you specifically. I just want to make that clear, okay? I just do my best with the quizzes, okay? All right, I do my best with them, okay? There is bonus points potentially when we do those. Again, it's been a while. What was the last series we did a quiz for?
Land Illustrious.
Land Illustrious.
The competition.
Oh my, yeah, you haven't been around for them because we've been doing all even numbered series since then. Yeah,
turned
Land
in
of the
too late.
Lustrous. We did one
Can we
for
sure as hell we're gonna do one for Umineko?
no. That's why we did a Golden Fantasia in the week in between as a break.
Which was also a mistake.
We did Land of the
Clearly.
Lustrous. We did that for Summertime Rendering and
Dory Doro.
Familiar of Zero. Familiar Zero. We did it for that one too.
And Dory Doro, you can't forget that.
Oh yeah, we did one for Dory Doro. So that's at least 4 series that we did a quiz on. If you're interested in those, you can go watch any of those to hear how the quizzes go. It's been a while. Those were fun times. Those will be interesting for me to look back on in the future. But yeah,
we got interrupted midway through the Land of the Lustrous one, which was kind of funny.
it happens. Okay. I've never seen you do a quiz since I've never heard of this channel before now. I just saw Kage Pro manga review on my recommended page, and I knew I had to act. Well, I'm glad to hear that this is getting recommended to people who are interested in the series. The last time we had a bunch of people show up that were fans of the series we were talking about and wanted to get involved was a lot of people for Umineko. We had a lot of comments every week for Umineko, okay? The Umineko heads, they're everywhere, all right? They're everywhere. And we appreciate them being there. We even got a Minmod to join for one of the sessions later. You know, we had quite a few people join in on the conversation, so that was great. And so it'd be cool if Kagerou Daze happens with that. Although again, I've heard mixed things about how the manga goes later, or in general, but I've also heard mixed things about many aspects of what goes on with Kagerou Project, of it being like cool in some ways and weird in other ways for like a lot of the entries in general is what I seem to hear. But I think everybody at least all says listen to the music videos, listen to the songs. Those are like the best, is what I've seemed to hear. At the very least, and then everything else is like some of it's great, some of it gets a little weird, but I hear that a lot of the aspects of it are a little weird. So that's what I've heard, at least. I don't know anything about that. The manga haters are lying to you. The manga rules. Okay, all right, cool. Well, we're gonna be going through it to find out, as a family, as a Mekakushidan, if you will.
One big dysfunctional family.
We're all one big Three Stooges gang.
That's why I'm meeting at Olive Garden.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Pandora Hearts taught us this, right? Was that Pandora Hearts? That was Pandora Hearts, right?
Yes, on Pandora Hearts.
Okay.
Oh, that was a particularly good bit.
Okay.
Sorry, I love a callback.
I'm not, but
okay.
I don't blame you.
Kagerou Daze. Okay. What are general first impressions? Let's go through the list of people here for general first impressions of the series. I'll start with Anne, but I know you've read this before, I believe. Is that actually correct? Have you actually read the manga before?
Yes, I have. I've read the manga, I've read the novels, I've listened to the music. The only thing I haven't done is watch the anime, which I'm sure I will at some point.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, that's great to hear. Okay, so then Arimia, what are your general first impressions of Kagerou Daze so far?
Well, I was thinking of a particular song that I thought was the like beginning of everything. So, when we get to that, I'll say what it was. But this whole time, I'm just like, wow, and I wonder when that's gonna happen. Anne probably knows what I'm talking about. But
and after this, Break is gonna die.
Not Xerxes.
Yes.
It was just his birthday.
But yeah. Not bad. Pretty good so far. I like Keto. I like Momo. Excited to see more. I do wish the boys looked at least slightly, like at least, you know, Kano and Shintaro, whatever.
It's light and illustrious.
They look different enough, but then you got I wish it was just slightly different. Like give one of them curly hair or something. Anyway.
It's fine. I hear they're not focusing on Seto anyway.
Spaghetti said y'all are wrong for that.
Wrong for what? Wait, what happened?
And then Break's gonna die.
Spaghetti chimes in to defend Break. Listen, Spaghetti, I'm here for you. It was just Break's birthday, all right? And they're wishing death upon him, okay? It's bullshit. It's bullshit. All right. Well, thank you so much for that.
You can blame Ari for that being funny.
All right. Aztec, what were your general first impressions of the Kagerou Daze manga?
I have no fucking idea where this thing's going. It was entertaining, I guess. The
That's fair.
theme park seemed a bit
It did just kind of show up, which I personally don't mind because I think it's fun. But it did just feel sudden. But my whole thing is that I know we're gonna get super serious about things like, or not mega serious maybe, but we're gonna get more serious than we are seemingly all of a sudden. But we're just having fun and learning these characters, I guess. You know, we're just having a little fun at the amusement park. Okay, you're allowed fun. I don't know. Any other thoughts you had, Aztec?
kind of curious if like the other members get a very specific explanation for why they have their power, like Medusa Girl does.
Maybe, maybe not. We'll find out eventually. Maybe or not. Maybe. Anne's just like, I can neither confirm or deny. I can't say anything. Okay, they have a gun to my head. They're gonna fucking kill me. I can't say anything. I can't say anything.
Section 13.
If I say anything in 30 minutes.
1 billion yen now. We're all the hostages. All right.
We're the hostages.
Oh God. All right. Well, thank you for that, Aztec. Oh, just you. Okay. All right. All right. So now, me. I've said a lot of my thoughts before. I think I would summarize it as I'm just having a lot of fun with this right now. I really do enjoy our cast. I love how expressive we're making them in the manga panels. I love all the shots of Aine. I love her attitude in general. I mean, the whole group seems to have a very fun dynamic with each other, and I do enjoy that. And I think that all the people having different abilities relating to eyes is very interesting. And I wonder how that's going to carry on thematically with things later on. I'm very, very interested in that. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what'll happen. Because again, I did watch the anime many years ago. I don't remember fuck all about what happens. So it's like I'm entering the series all over again. So I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. Yeah, so that's me. Next up, Shadow. What did you think about Kagerou Daze the manga?
I'm enjoying so far. I'm not sure where we're going next, but I'm interested. Also, I like to point out that probably coincidence, but unfortunately, whenever I think of a Hikikomori, I think of Subaru, and then everything just kind of coincidentally fell together.
You know,
not that Subaru chip. I know you're thinking of that Subaru, but that's the wrong one.
Wait, which Subaru are you thinking of, or which Subaru do you think I'm thinking of?
Yeah, you're thinking of ReZero. I'm thinking of Mega Man.
Oh, I don't think anybody's.
What about the Rosa Maiden neat?
I was gonna say that one too.
That was later.
Well, I will tell you, Shintaro reminds me of Subaru ReZero just because of the jacket. The jacket reminds me of Subaru ReZero.
You know what? Fair enough.
That was why I was thinking of Subaru ReZero with him. Okay. Any other thoughts, Shadow?
No, I'm good.
All right, sweet. Turndo, what did you think of the Kagerou Daze manga?
I really like it. I think Anne is a very interesting character as a central mystery. I have a lot of questions. Like, is she alive? What does she eat? It's just interesting. I think the art is really great. Like the world setting, like the architect. There's a lot of great scenery and architecture. Drawings. It's just really well done, and it's really got that early 2000s aesthetic. Just from fashion and then all of the hallmarks of that time period.
Okay, yeah. All right. Anything else? Okay, sweet. Yeah. So, I think it was a pretty solid start for this series. Like I said, it's pretty easy to read through. Not pretty easy and nice to read through. I thought it was very, very nice. Let me read some of these comments that we have here in the YouTube chat, and then we'll get ready to wrap things up here. We have... okay, I don't know where to start here. Obviously, like any other work of fiction, it has its issues, but the manga might be my favorite non-music route. It also does a lot of good stuff for my personal favorite characters in the series, who you have not met yet. Kagerou Daze is something of a thematic core of the series. How much bearing it has on the actual plot doesn't matter so much as how it embodies the themes of loss and stagnation and adolescence. They look more different in Shido's art style, to be fair. They kind of do also... they kind of do, but also the power backstories are a bit ambiguous. I don't know what that means. I mean, you can eventually...
Oh, that was referring to the... because there was a question of if the rest of the Makaku-dan would get the explanations for their powers.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're going to be a bit ambiguous. Okay. I mean, you can eventually put things together if you think enough. It's always super interesting to me to see people later in life and in their anime journey get into Kage Pro, since it's the sort of series that can deeply impress itself upon your soul if you get into it. Get into it at the right time of your life, and that's how most of the people I know experienced it, including myself. Shintaro is so much better as a character than Subaru. And then you went in chat and said, load-bearing fandom for my personality. What does this mean? Me. Oh, okay. That's you. That's you, Lady Alexi. Number 2 chatter, it says, apparently. Shaking your hand aggressively. Tateyama Ayano carries her with a piece of my soul. Okay. There is a reason I made my nickname on Discord call what I did. Okay, yes. Also, if you guys like Sato Mahiro's art, you should check out Shido's, since even though Sato is great and incredibly talented, she's also Kage Pro's weakest artist. Oh, all right. Well, if that's the weakest artist, then it was very exciting to see how the art looks from the other creators too. It was very exciting. Referring to them as the weakest here, not necessarily being an insult to them, but more of like a compliment to the other artists, but not necessarily an insult to this artist. I understand. So, yes, that was the first 2 volumes of Kagerou Daze. Does anybody else have anything else they want to bring up before we wrap this up for this week? Any comments, questions, concerns, theories of happiness or sadness to bring up? Okay, well, hearing nothing, I guess we will wrap it up here for this week. So thank you so much, everybody, for stopping on by and talking and hanging out. And if you've left any comments on YouTube videos or whatever, we'll be sure to try to read them for next time, or we'll discuss about some of these things in the Discord. If you wish to check out these series live, you can check them on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick all at the same time. You can go to youtube.wolfborg.com, twitch.wolfborg.com, kick.wolfborg.com. You can go to all those links. It'll take you directly there. Or you can just go to wolfborg.com and you can find the links to all my things. And if you want to become a part of the book club, either just talking in the text chat or becoming a part of the live stream discussions, you can join discord.wolfborg.com, get yourself in the Discord server, grab yourself the book club role, and then you can just come hang out with us. You just hang out and you can be a part of discussions, votes in the future, the quiz eventually when we do that at the end, if there is going to be a quiz, all that kind of stuff. And we appreciate you all. And if you are going to be around this weekend, we are going to be doing the finale of the first season of Sailor Moon for the anime that we're watching, because we're watching the anime adaptations of all the stuff that we've read before. And so we're going to be finishing up the first season of Sailor Moon this weekend. Is the Discord server open? Yes, the Discord server is open. You could go to discord.wolfborg.com and it should just let you right in. Should be Wolfborg with 1G. So discord.wolfborg.com and it'll let you right in. I think there should be...
It should be in your Twitch description, right? Oh,
yeah, if you look in the description of the YouTube video, it should also be linked there. If not, I made a huge mistake for many, many years. But it should be there.
It's there.
Okay, there's the link in the... Yes, okay, good. That would be very awkward if I've referred to it for years and it's actually just not been in the description. But there you go. That's there if you're interested. So thank you so much, everybody, for being a part of the group. We're going to raid out now. Let's see who is alive. So we're going to be wrapping up Sailor Moon this weekend. That's going to be starting at noon Eastern time in the Discord server if you want to be a part of that watch party. And then I think after this weekend, we're going to be pausing for a bit on the watch parties for the book club until we are done with the seasonals. So we're going to be finishing up Sailor Moon for the book club watch parties, and then we're also going to be coordinating the seasonal first impressions of the new anime season. We're going to watch the first episode of everything. I still have to sit down and coordinate what episodes come out when and how we're going to split them up each day, but we're going to be going through them all as usual in the Discord server. So that's there if you're interested in checking out some new episodes of anime. Now let's see who we're going to raid out to today. Who's the lucky Kagerou enjoyer today? I'm not seeing anybody streaming Silent Hill F right now, which is very disappointing. Okay, where's all my Silent Hill F enjoyers? Where's all my enjoyers? All right,
That's fine. I'll start streaming.
Oh, okay. All right. Right now? Okay, sweet. Asta, friend of the stream, Adrestia, is doing a Power Wash Simulator. So we're going to raid into that. Thank you so much, everybody, for being a part of the discussions. I appreciate you all. And we'll see you all again here next Thursday, 9 o'clock Eastern time for more Kage Pro discussion. If you're in the Twitch chat and you feel like doing the raid message that is there in the Twitch chat. Oh, apparently it also sends the message in the YouTube chat. I did not realize this. We don't actually have it on there. If you're in YouTube chat, just don't worry about it, okay? But if you're in Twitch chat, okay, that's there if you want to do that. So thank you so much again, everybody. I appreciate you all. Bye-bye, gamers. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye, stream.